Hi guys, John Plantech here, and today I don't know if this would specifically be a tutorial video. This is an update to the actual Copper Cube project that I am working on, that I'm trying to actually finish a basically 80% like professional game. So if you would look up to be like for a 90s to early 2000 game, because you're kind of viewing it through that spectrum, this is like an okay game. Like that's what I'm trying to aim for. So in Copper Cube, there is a new AI system. Well, it's kind of a plugin, and it's actually really good. And you can see glimpses of awesomeness. And then there's like I'm 100% sure that the user, the guy who created this, is like knows what he's doing, and I'm just messing it up. But I've seen a lot of awesomeness. But I'm also just posting this to be like, this is what I'm working on. This is what I'm dealing with. So this is Alien Infestation. It is a top-down shooter, in the essence. I'm gonna say Shadowgun. Is it Shadow? No, it's not Shadowgun. Alien Breed and stuff like that. It's a top-down, basically 90s classic shooter. And I'm doing it in Copper Cube, and I was doing it in Unity because I'm trying to learn Unity Bolt, but Bolt's very interesting, and Bolt's very, very meant for programmers. And so, I've actually switched over to, while I'm still learning Bolt, and one of my brothers is actually helping me on the project, and he's actually an artist. He's starting to get Bolt faster than I am. I've actually switched over to, for the moment, Playmaker, because it's kind of like that. Hey, we're a little bit. I'm not gonna say baby-ish, but it is, I think, easier to grasp. At least for my brain. I'm still gonna learn Playmaker. Not Playmaker, Bolt, just to get through, and I think it's a little bit more professional. However, Playmaker does have a pedigree, and it does have, some games behind it. So I'm going to use it for my Unity project because it supports a lot of platforms. And that's what I'm going to do with this top-down shooter. So right now, this is my test level, and is mostly complete. I'm actually going to add to it, and this is what it is on wireframe. And I'm going to go to scene and go to scene metrics. No, I can't mess with it, apparently. So it needs about 230 megabytes of RAM. There's about 30 textures. There is an estimated, I'm going to round this up, about 24,000 polygons and about 314 objects in this scene. It's a little high for probably for a mobile area. But I actually went back to one of my previous tutorials to actually relearn how to do blood splatter. So right now I have AI, so that's a regular one of your NPCs. That's also going to be probably your commander and send you on missions outside this controlled area. So where you first deal with the infestation, and then there are some of your NPCs, and then they assist you further down the line. And I'm trying to build up their AI within the Copper Cube system, but then I have to switch over to Unity and use their AI system, which is going to be interesting. But I'm going to link down below to a video to where it has a, so if we go to one of my enemy AI guys, there is game actor. Oh, that's why he doesn't really have an AI system. Where'd it go? Dude, there we go. Okay, so these do have it. So we go over here. There's actually there's two setups. Again, watch the video down below, where it's PPP, and it's literally attack the guy with the name camera, or that's who the main guy who you're going to be going after is, but actually it should say player. And then object 2 is who am I? That is animated mesh. I think it's 11. Yes, 11. So this is animated mesh 11. And then patrol, if it says 1, it will patrol the area. Distance of 100 if it sees another seen node that it's supposed to follow. So this. So soldier checkpoint. CP checkpoint 3. Checkpoint 1. And then I have one in the water called 2. And it's meant to follow those. Behavior. Patrol 1. So yes. And then distance is 100, so it'll look 100 nodes or whatever around the area and be like, okay, there's the next one. Distance 2 for attacking. That's going to be any of these guys. And then its speed is going to be minus 8. Their actual, like, I'm going to say their North Star or whatever is actually flipped. And then the regular game actor, whatever thing. I'm actually having issues with these guys actually walking or being animated while they are running with this AI. It is not doing certain animations like walk animations or anything like that. It's just not doing it at all. And then that's with the PPP. And then with the AI test 9, we're going to switch this to player real quick. Animated mesh 15, patrol 0, 1, 2, 1, 3, 2. So he's supposed to go to node 1, then 3, then 2, then end, and then redo it again. Distance 100, distance 50. On attack, he's supposed to do his attack animations because these guys, if I say okay, if I go to attributes, I go to edit, these guys have several animations that I've set up for them. But I'm actually having a little bit of issues with it. But if we publish this, I'm going to publish this as an EXE, and this is where it's going to take a little bit to build. So at this point, I'm just going to fast forward it. So, no. Okay, there we go. It did another scan on it. Okay, so as you can see, they're shooting bullets. They're actually cubes, and they're spawning blood. The blood is floating for some reason, but then this one isn't from this guy. And then he disappears, and then this guy's just randomly walking off. And then I have his rifle and his pistol actually pinned to nodes on his back and his leg. And then I have these guys just randomly doing what they're supposed to be doing. Yeah, this is why I kind of switch over to Copper Cube, because the AI system, when it does randomly decide to work, is actually not bad. It is corny, but okay. It's better than these randomly patrolling dudes. But these guys attack and it's spawning blood. So I got the guys attacking, but none of the, like these two guys out here. Okay, he's walking, but I think he's walking backwards. I have to flip him, I think. And then there's a guy over here, I think. No. I would like to set up like a pixelated view so it's like a PlayStation. Where did he go? They got another guy. But that's it right now. There we got a frame dip. For some reason there's a frame dip. And there shouldn't be. But these guys walk around randomly. And then they shoot aliens. And then your mission is to literally it's just a follow mouse system, not actual setup like this. Unless it's on mobile. All of these reflections in the water are set to high, not low, so I'll be taking some CPU issues out of that. And then these guys over here are just on some sort of random block zone. And then I do have this. But in the what I'm trying to do in the next update, at least in like this test level, is get the enemy AI to some level of coherent working. Right now it's about 50%, and then 50% just breaking down some of the posts on the forum to see what I am doing wrong. I have it working in a test subject, but not in the actual game. And then I will have weapon switching, so you'll actually get a hopefully tutorial this week. I am actually in the process of moving, so that will be fun. So hopefully I will have my setup done to where I can record and have weapon switching for this guy, so he can pick up dropped ammo, but I would like to also integrate ammo crates or some sort of like ammo storage like facility to where you can pick up ammo. But I would also like to integrate a health system to where he can pick up health from health dispensers in, like, say, med unit rooms, to where if he gets attacked, he can go to a health unit and pick up health packs. And then some sort of like talking thing to where a talking variable setup, so where he can go to a character and be like, "Hey, how are you doing?" And they'll be like, "Hey, shouldn't you be on a mission?" Or the boss said blah blah blah. So you're like, okay, cool, something's up. And then this water doesn't look too fast. It's going way too fast in the wrong way. And then these ships I have to make low poly because I got them off Unity Store, and they're a little bit too high poly count. So we're going to mess around with that. But expect a Playmaker video also around the same time, dealing with just this character setup. And then I know it has a plugin for an AI node system. But as soon as I get this copper cube set up to where they are actually going to follow nodes. So in the next video, you'll see either white or yellow cubes, and those will be nodes. But what I would like to do is program to where these NPC dudes also follow the nodes in a random patrol area. So if an area later on in the game, if an area is under control, then your team will patrol the area. But that's later on in another episode, and then also another level, so I have to build another level. And it's frame FPS is dipping. But again, guys, hope you liked this video. We're not really a tutorial, just kind of an update. And I want to get back to my weekly update videos, where I just kind of say what's going on and what I would like to do and what's going on in this system. If you have any comments or suggestions for what I can do with this AI system, please, I'm down with that. I'm building this game in 2 engines, and I'm actually going into Menu, which is another game engine, just to see how it goes. But until then, guys, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!